Punjab accounts for nearly half of the food grain that is procured nationally in India, and it has 1.5% of the area. India actually has, on a per capita basis, surface water storage, which is about a fifth of what is there in the United States.
See, in most parts of the country, 80% plus, if not 90% of the water is used by agriculture.
In Punjab, in the summer, especially in central Punjab, about 80% of cropped area is under rice. Rice is a crop that is flood irrigated, i.e. requires standing water.
That flooding is actually what consumes a huge amount of water. An acre of rice or paddy consumes about 4 million liters of water. It's huge.
It's a semi-arid state, and the problem that comes with growing rice here is that you have an increasingly high rate of groundwater depletion. This is the problem that needs to be addressed.
Columbia Water Center really feels that it will be able to bring about that change that the country needs today.
You have a crop choice that basically consumes 1.8 to 2 meters of water. This is rice. Then wheat consumes 600 to 700 millimeters or 60-70 centimeters of water. So you're at about 2.5 meters of use. The rain here on average is about 70 centimeters to a meter. So clearly there's an imbalance between what comes in and what's being taken out. So the net result is that they are mining groundwater in the area, and you have a rate of drop of about, on average, around a meter per year.
We know that in the central Punjab, the water has gone down more than 20 meters, which is totally unsustainable from economic point of view and from the water availability point of view as well.
If this reversal is not checked, the agriculture in the whole state may be in serious trouble, and it may seriously affect Indian agriculture as a whole.
Right now, there's a lot of talk about water scarcity and we should do something. I think the awareness is high, but action which should come out of that awareness is at a very low level, and very few practitioners are actually doing something about it.
So Columbia Water Center was founded in the year 2008 and is committed to understanding and addressing freshwater scarcity in the 21st century.
And in Punjab, we are trying to find ways by which we can convince both the governments to change subsidies and farmers to adopt practices that are better. In terms of partnerships we've developed for Columbia working in India, the most significant is the Punjab Agricultural University, and they've been wonderful.
Punjab Agricultural University was established in 1962 in Ludhiana. It actually spearheaded the Green Revolution in India.
So the Green Revolution actually led to the establishment of these systems, but now it's been felt that by greater exploitation of groundwater, the water tables have started declining.
This year has been quite encouraging. Punjab Agricultural University recruited 525 farmers to work in 5 different districts, testing out direct seeding of rice and tensiometer use.
So under the tensiometer is a very simple and small device which can help the farmer in scheduling its irrigations without having any negative impact on the rice productivity. So when the farmer is irrigating his fields with the help of, by monitoring these tensiometers, he can save 25 to 30% of irrigation water.
30% of water saving would actually mean 50 years of drinking water to the people of Punjab.
The response is overwhelming. 85% of these farmers have been very happy with the tensiometer, and it seems like they will follow it up. The thing is, how do we go from 525 farmers to 1 million? That's the challenge.
why do we need more water consumptive crops to be grown in arid and semi-arid parts of this country?
If the farmers don't want to grow rice because that consumes a lot of water, and they want to grow vegetables, but they need some guarantee of the price, how can we deliver that kind of a guarantee to them? We've been talking to companies such as FieldFresh, Bharti Del Monte. We've been talking to companies such as PepsiCo, Nestle and others with the idea that an entire agricultural supply chain should be built that takes vegetables, takes flowers, takes other things that have higher cash value.
We are trying to help the farmers to move towards those crops which can use lesser water as compared to rice, but they can provide higher income to the farmers. One is baby corn, another one is sweet corn, and the third one is basmati rice.
We've been an agriculture company and doing contract farming in India for quite a while. And during that course, we have increasingly veered towards innovating practices and introducing practices that could help the farmer conserve water.
Through the FieldFresh Foods initiative, we are trying to bring in economic development in the rural economy through sustainable agriculture. Baby corn provided not only a cash crop which was good from a economic perspective, but also in terms of the consumption of water. See, I think the main thing about water is that we need to treat it like a resource which is very precious. We all know that with the population moving from say 1.2 billion to 1.3 billion in the next 10 years, the food security is a big issue for the country. If we don't value this resource much more than we are doing right now, we will end up into problems like we are already facing, say, in the state of Punjab.
If we are able to deliver those crops to the farmer, that can give him more income, also help in conserving water, help in conserving energy. I think that's the sustainable solution that the Columbia Water Center wants to provide.